what I've got to try and do is fit the saw to this sled. Now, this is a second-hand one off Marketplace. These little lugs here have already been set previously for a different size saw, and I've got a bigger one. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is undo these bolts here, and we're just going to have to make this a little bit wider, a little bit longer to fit the saw bed in. Once I've done that, and I'll have to undo this bolt here to this guard extends out, and so what I'll do is I'll fit the saw, I'll do that, and I'll fit the saw, just sit it in, get it the right length, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've just undone these, and you can see there's a little slide in here that you can just move these in and out. Now underneath here, don't forget this is Imperial, so it was built before the metric came in. These are Imperial nuts and bolts here. It's a little square headed bolt underneath which sits you in the groove. Now this slides in and out, so there's a bit of play. So I've got this roughly adjusted to the length of the deck of the circular saw. I'll show you that in a minute. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that these are the same distance out from the edge. Now I've got no idea whether this is in the right spot for the tabletop groove. I'll show you that in a minute, but we want to get this all set up and nice and square. Now I've got a tape measure here. You can use a set square if you can get it in, but if you have a look on here, the outer edge of their measures around about 44 mil. Sorry for those Imperial people if you want to work out what that is. I grew up with metric, so there you go. Now these are parallel, so I'm going to sit the saw blade in, and then we'll work out the distance of these here. Alright, so I've just dropped the saw in, so you can see it's sitting at the back of the sled here, and it's sitting at the front here. Now these are still loose, so I've just got it sitting there, so we've got to square that up in a minute. But the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to slide these. First thing we're going to do, slide these over, and that's got to go just closer into there. We'll just leave it loose. This one here is still a little bit loose, so we're going to slide that in. Now we've got to make sure that the distance from here, the back of the sled, to the front of the sled is the same on both sides. So let me get that set up and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so this measurement here, just make sure it's on properly. It's a little bit over 80, not quite 81, so I'm going to call it just a bit over 80, 80.5, and this one here is just a bit under 80, so I'm going to square them up. I reckon it'll probably go around 80. We'll make sure that's nice and snug and tight in there, and then once we've got that squared up, then we can tighten these up. And I'll just make sure that these dimensions here are roughly the same as well too. Then we should have our saw set up squarely. Now just remember, there's a little bit of play. There's a little bit of play in the saw blade, as you can see. These drop down into here, and it's got to slide backwards and forwards. So there has to be a little bit of movement, a little bit of play in there anyway. So yeah, I'm going to say 0.5 mil is probably the allowable tolerances. So I'll get it all squared up, tightened up, and then we'll see how it fits into the groove in the tabletop. Alright, I've done everything up tight, and look, I'm going to go, it's as close as what I'm going to try and get it. I need to flip it over and see where it's located in the slot of the top. So maybe, now I've got the saw sitting in here for all you people who are the safety nuts. I guess you've already picked this up. There's no safety guard on this saw blade. This saw is actually an 8-inch saw, and you can see that it's got a 10-inch blade on it. So like everything, a bloke buys a tool that's too small to do the job that he wants it to do. So I've used Tritons a fair bit, this saw stays in the Triton. So once it's located, once it's in there, the safety guard of the saw becomes redundant, because you can just drop the saw up and down through the top of your deck of your Triton. You can see I've got the little bit of mandatory Triton yellow Velcro, which is locks the trigger in. You can use anything there, a cable tie or duct tape or whatever. But yeah, I've taken the blade, the guard off this, and I've actually put a 10-inch blade on it. You can put a smaller blade back on if you want, it's up to you, but I rip timber a fair bit, and obviously the bigger the blade, so you're not going to quite get 4 inches through the top of the deck. I'll show you what comes through the top of the deck once it's set up, but yeah, so that does the job. Now if I take this off, which you can, like you can undo this and take it out, it's just sitting in there, but at the moment this is pretty tight, so I want it as tight as possible. You can lift them in and out, and you can just use your circular saw as a hand saw. I've got a drop docker saw separate to this as well, so I don't really use this one anymore except on the Triton. So I'll show you the clips that go over the top to hold your blade, the saw, onto this, onto the sled. I'll show you those in a minute. The other thing I was going to show you, you might have noticed I've got a right angle screwdriver here, unless you want to take this guard off to do this here. So I've just made a right angle screwdriver. Just get a cheap screwdriver, stick it in the vise. You can make a right angle, obviously, to hold this. Otherwise you've got to take the saw in and out to tighten this up. So that's a handy tool. So I've got the clips on now. These little brackets here, they've got a wing nut, washer underneath them. I'll just show you how they work. You can actually use these, just put it aside like that. If you do that on all of them, then you can lift your saw out. But you swing this over. There's only one way it goes. There's a little slot in here which is towards the back. You can't put it over that way. It's got to go over this way here, and the longer side clips over the edge of your deck of your saw. Then you just tighten these up, make sure that they're nice and tight, all 4 of them, and then you flip the sled over. Alright, here's what you want to do. So I've flipped the sled over, the blade's sticking up now, and you can see the blade's going to rotate around this side. This is the front. The front is where you've got your switch. So this is your on-off switch. Turn that on there. There's a little switch underneath there, and then you can just press that to turn it off. I usually just press that with my knee. So once you finish ripping or whatever, you can just bring your knee up to it and turn the switch off. So it's all one-handed. Now I'll stick the top on, and we'll see how that looks. Hopefully the blade's going to be in the right spot. See how it goes. Alright, I need to let you know that I've actually tried this before. I stuck it on, and I actually, at the moment, you can see that the saw blade down there is pretty much in the middle. It was right over on this edge, so I actually had to move it over around about 7 mil. So just apologies for the front colour on this. I'm trying to just cover the rust on these things, and it's this Triton colour is really hard to match. I haven't had any success in matching it. If you can, I'd love to know what the colour code is. Stick that in the comments. You'd be a great help. Now let's just bring the blade up. So we'll see how it goes. I'll lock it in. And now I'm just going to measure. I'm going to measure from the edge of the blade here to the edge. What's that? I'm looking, that's around about 3 mil. And when you go to the back here, don't forget to just put it on one of the tips, and well, that measures about 4 mil, so it's not quite parallel. Now I'll show you about setting up the fence. It does have these little tape measures on here, which are a nice guide, but whenever you are using the fence, I always use one of these, and you just measure it right up against the blade to the fence, so depending on the width. Let me show you just with the protractor. Now this Triton didn't come with a fence, so I've just made one out of scrap timber. You can see it's just got an upright and a bit along here, bolted it down here through with 10mm bolts, and you can see the heads under there, just got washers on it. Now this is going to stay on here because I use a fence all the time. I've actually got another workbench that I can use as a top, so, and slides in and out nicely, and you can just tighten it up with these here. Alright, so job done.